about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away.
It is 2018. I'm so excited. I have a brand new camera that I'm absolutely loving, the Canon M10, the mirrorless camera. Obsessed with it. New lights that are totally blinding me, but yeah, I'm really happy with them. Have a serious setup now here. So yeah, it's 2018. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hopefully going to do a brand new YouTube video every Wednesday, so continue the schedule that I started back in August, and yeah, just continue through the year. I took a bit of a hiatus there, with the last 2 weeks, because I was at home during Christmas time and I just wanted to spend time with family and friends, which is definitely needed sometimes, but definitely back on track. 2018, it is happening. So getting back to this video, I am going to be telling you all the ways on how you can get a teaching job in Dubai. So I posted my last video on why to teach in Dubai, giving you all the reasons why Dubai is so amazing and why I love it so much. If anybody knows me, they know that I'm a die-hard Dubai fan. I absolutely love this place. So that was a video that I just really wanted to share with you. So from that video, some people messaged me about the application process, what are the requirements. So I said that I would do this video to help you out, give you information about it. I remember when I was applying for teaching jobs that I found it really difficult to get information and that there was no YouTube videos or anything available, and that's always where I find my information. So I said, okay, I'll do a YouTube video giving you the information on how to actually get that job. So yeah, I'm just going to go through it. I've broken it all up into different parts. So from the requirements that you need, to finding your desirable school, to applying for schools. Need to look in here. Still getting used to this. So applying for schools, the interview, and then what documents you actually need once you have gotten that job offer. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing is requirements, what you actually need to get a teaching job in Dubai. So you need a teaching degree. Years ago, a lot of people came out with different unrelated teaching degrees and they ended up getting jobs. It's really tightened up in the last couple of years. A lot of schools are looking for, you know, a teaching degree now, and it's very hard to get into a school if you don't have that. So that would be the first basic requirement. Also, the next thing would be a TEFL certificate. It definitely helps if you have that, because the majority of the time you will have kids in your class that have English as a second language, so it's definitely helpful. So the next thing that's usually required are references, so that you have references written out from previous employers. Also, experience is really important as well. In a lot of the job vacancies that come up, you'll see that you need at least 1 to 2 years experience. Now, it says that, however, I know a lot of people who have come straight out of college and they have gotten their teaching, they've gotten a teaching job in Dubai. However, if I was you, I would definitely get some experience behind me first and then move out, because the expectations are really high here. It's very difficult, and it might be totally overwhelming if you don't have any experience behind you. Okay, so the next thing is finding your desirable school. So what is the school that's going to best suit you? So there are different types of schools. There's private schools, there's international schools, and these schools have different curriculums. There's the American curriculum, there's the British curriculum, there's the international baccalaureate curriculum. Those are the ones that I know at the moment, but I'm sure there is a lot more. When you're looking at different schools, be sure to choose a curriculum and a type of school that is going to best suit you and that you're going to be most happiest in. So what I would do is I would make out a list of schools in Dubai that you want to apply for, and take into consideration the salary, very important, the location. Again, that's super important because you're going to end up living there for at least 1 year, if not more. The insurance policy that goes along with the school, the curriculum. So the next thing is applying for schools. So there are loads of different ways that you can actually apply to schools. So probably the best way to get a job interview is actually by sending your CV on to somebody that you already know in a school in Dubai, and then getting that person in the school to hand it on to their HR manager. And that's definitely a way to land you a job interview very easily, because as you can imagine, there's so many job applications every year to these different schools. So if somebody gives you a helping hand, go for it, send on that CV. Another way of applying for the jobs is actually directly through their website. You will see job vacancies, and there should be like a list of jobs that are going to be available in the school. So the last way to actually finding a job in Dubai is actually through teacher recruitment agencies, and that's how I actually found my job that I'm in today. So I worked with 2 different agencies to set up interviews for me, and that they were direct teaching recruitment specialists and also SEEK teachers. So what they have is that they have a range of schools that they work with, and then they ask you, what are you looking for salary wise, location wise, what are your skills and expertise, and they know these schools best, and then they try and kind of match you up with a school that kind of just best suits you. Yeah, I thought that they were so useful in giving me information about Dubai, information about the school, about the interview process, and yeah, they were really, really helpful. Okay, so you've applied for the job and you have gotten the interview. Woo! Prepare to fail. No, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. That's it. So basically, I learned that the hard way. My first interview that I got in a school in Deira, and I hadn't prepared for questions. I was doing the interview via Skype, and it was just horrific. However, with all things, practice makes perfect. I knew exactly what I needed to do for my second interview that I got with the school that I'm working in now. I got questions from all different places on the internet, wrote out answers, practiced with my housemate, and just felt so much more confident going into this interview. So I have listed 20 commonly asked questions for that teaching interview in Dubai down below in the description box. I remember when I was doing my interview that I was like pulling questions from different places on the internet. So hopefully in doing this, they will all be in one place, and that you will be able to prepare for the interview really, really easily. Another few things that I want to say: 100% research the school that you are interviewing for. Research all about their curriculum, research about their educational philosophy, research about the facilities that are available in the school, just so that you feel really confident going into that interview. Another thing that I would say is have questions prepared on what you want to ask them, because usually at the end of an interview they will ask you, okay, do you have any questions for us? So it's definitely good to have some prepared. Oh yeah, you absolutely nailed your interview. You got on so well. You had every answer for them. You just smashed it. It was brilliant. So what happens next? So usually the HR manager then sends you a contract that you are going to sign, and usually that is for 2 years the majority of the time, or it can be for 1 year. So you end up signing that, make sure you know what you're signing for, and make sure that you are happy with the contract that is actually drawn out for you. So then usually your HR manager will send a list of required documents that you need to have sent over as soon as possible once you've accepted that offer and signed that contract. So What they usually get you to send over are copies of your educational transcripts, so don't get rid of those. You definitely need them for teaching jobs over here. A colour copy of your passport, a clearance form from the guards or the police, passport size photos, references from previous employers. So the last thing is your attested educational degree. And attested means legalized. I didn't have a clue what that meant when I first got my job offer. I was like, okay, what do I do? So there is a good few steps in it in what you need to do. So I am going to go through everything on the screen here with you now. So where I went to was the Arab Irish Chamber of Commerce, and this is what you need to go into to, first of all, to get your documents attested. So scroll down, click on Arab Irish Chamber of Commerce, and click on services, and you scroll down then to personal documentation. So for anybody who isn't actually living in the Republic of Ireland, if you can see here that they also do international legalization of documents of certain countries here, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland and USA. So definitely check that out if you want to go through the Arab Irish Chamber of Commerce to legalize your documents. I don't know too much about it, but what I will do is I will just go through what I did if you are living in the Republic of Ireland. But what I want to say is, if you don't want to go through this way, and if you're living in a different country other than the Republic of Ireland, definitely think that you can go through the Arab Chamber of Commerce of the country that you're living in as well. And I'm sure they will have a similar kind of procedure to attest your documents. So the steps are just click on the first step. So this is your application. And you click on get started. So the destination country, click UAE, Dubai, and your country of origin, being in Ireland. So to get your basic degree attested, it's going to cost you €115. And what I want to say is, if your degree is in Latin, which I know some degrees are, you need to get that translated first. My friend needed to do that. My degree was actually in English, so I was okay, but yeah, definitely get that done first. So underneath it goes document status. So this is an original document. I didn't send over my original document, I sent over a copy. So this is a certified copy issued by an original issuer. So that was the one that I ticked here. And a certified copy means that you have gone to a solicitor and they have notarized, which means signed and stamped your degree to show its authenticity. Basically that it is real, it's legit, all that kind of thing. So again, if you don't have time to go to a solicitor, you can get the Arab Irish Chamber of Commerce to do that, but it will cost you €75. I remember when I did it, I went to a solicitor in Dublin who did it really, really quickly, literally did it within 10 minutes, and it cost something like €20. So if you have a family solicitor, or if you know a solicitor, definitely go to them if you have the time. So yeah, click on that. So that will cut one of your costs. Save and continue. Okay, just click I confirm that my documents have been issued in the Republic of Ireland. Save and continue. Okay, it doesn't really want to do that for me. Okay, now it has. Okay, so the next thing is that you need to get it all stamped. You need to get it authenticated or stamped by the Department of Foreign Affairs. So again, After I actually got my certificate, my educational certificate signed and stamped by the solicitor, I went straight to the Department of Foreign Affairs and I got it stamped there and then on the day. So again, you can do that yourself. It's like €40 to get that done, or you can get the AICC to do that for you. However, it will cost you €65 to get it done with them. So I got it done myself. So I'm going to say I will arrange authentication myself. Click save and continue. And is my details. So you just fill in your details here on the screen, and then once you have done all of that, you click save and continue, and then it's the processing, how you want it to be sent out to you. Do you want it to be sent to you by courier? Do you want it to be sent to you via post, or do you want to go in and collect the documents yourself for free? So again, what you do once all of this processing of the application is done, you just print it out, your application, and you send on the copy of your degree. If you don't have it signed and stamped by a solicitor, and if you don't have it stamped by the Department of Foreign Affairs, it definitely lengthens the process and takes a lot longer. But if you do all of that yourself, it takes a lot, you know, it's a lot short. It doesn't take as long, is what I'm trying to say. So usually it will take maybe 2 weeks if you've done all of those steps beforehand, or it might take up to 4 weeks if you want the Arab-Irish Chamber of Commerce to do all of that for you. And then once you have it back and it is attested, you usually then scan it up to the school, and they will then go through it and eventually send out your employment visa. And then once you get your employment visa, the ball is rolling and the countdown to actually going to Dubai is on. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found it informative, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you want to see other teacher related videos. So yeah, I will see next. Oh yes, okay. Development.
The world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.